This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this live trading session. Just going to start off by going over the account a little bit, and then we're going to do some of the trades that was sent over about 10 minutes ago. Some trade ideas for today, Tuesday trade ideas. Just want to look over this account here and talk about some of the positions we've put on recently. We've got this CL on. We only have the call side on now because the most of the trading platforms, brokerage firms require you to get out of the put side for the most part, just closing only. So I don't like to be in something that I can't adjust. So I just closed it out. We have the call side on. It was so far away, and so I just decided I would wait until that expired, and it's about 16 days to go to expire there. I might take it off right now. I'm thinking about just waiting until it expire. This ES here, looking at this ES position, the put side is about 69%. The call side is at 85%. I'm looking to take this off when this is all at 75%. So that's still baking. We put on this CW, this is ZW, excuse me, this is wheat. We put this on. Since we put it on, it's down it's down a little bit, but basically flat since we put this on. And let's close that out. We got this IWM. This is just a broken wing butterfly hedge, and this QQQ. This is a position that we put on, and so far it's doing well based on time decay. It's 52 days to go, but it's up almost 15% on the position. And this SPY is a broken wing butterfly hedge as well. And then this is the USO. USO is something that we put on to be able to keep into perpetuity or until it goes back up. This right here has turned into a tiny bit of a problem because now that they're doing a reverse split, we're not going to be able to write covered calls against the position unless we add more shares. Received a email from Tastyworks, and they said that each option is going to represent 12 shares going forward. So once these get assigned, then it'll be 12 shares that we would own if you have any of these, and then you can keep those shares until they go back up, or you can sell them at that point. I'm going to keep the shares for a while because I believe oil is going to be different in the next 6 to 12 months. In this position that we have here, this is a long position. It was a hedge that was associated with the put side of the CL, but had to take off the put side, so kept this one on. So this is going to offset, as you can see, if it's making money on the long, losing on the short. So these are going to offset. And then if oil bounces back up within the next 52 days and closes above 250, then this will not be assigned. But we will see. All right, so looking at some trade ideas this morning, looking at the corns, ZC, and what I recommended was 59 days to go and selling the put side, because let's just look at a chart here, why I did that. This is the chart on it. Corn has been having a trend down, as you can see here, and this was the low, the 301. So I'm betting that current corn is not going to go too much. It's not going to go down further, and so I'm selling the 275 and buying the 260. This is a 15-point wide spread, and I'm starting at the 15 delta. And when I sent this out, I was looking at least 150. It's still at 150. I was saying to do 2 contracts. If you do 2 contracts in this account, the max loss is under 1,400. What you receive is 150 before fees and commissions, and the buying power is 365. So I'm looking to do this. I'm going to lock it in at that, and I'm going to sell this. It's getting 130, almost 131 over 384. That is 33.8, basically 34% return on capital if I can get this filled. So I'm going to send that. And then I recommended a trade in the RUT, the RUT, or the IWM. The IWM trade that I recommended this morning was an iron condor, and let's look at that. So I actually still have that up. I was recommending it at least 54. It's trading at 50, 55 right now. And let's see, let's just look at this for a second. It's 52 days to go. And on the put side, I was looking at the 7 delta doing a 3-point wide spread. And on the call side, looking at the 14 delta and doing a 3-point wide spread. The max profit before fees and commissions is the 55. The max loss is 245. So let's hit review, and it's $50 that I'm receiving. 50 over 249. That is a 20% return on capital. And I'm being obviously a little bit more aggressive on the delta side, on the call side, because I feel like IWM has been going up quite a bit. It's leading the pack. It was up like 5 at one point, maybe 6% yesterday. It's up another 1% now. So I think it's going to slow down. So we're going to sell this here and see if we get filled. That got filled right away. And so we're going to go with that. Because it's a stock option and it's not very much premium that we received on it 54, I'm not going to hedge this. If you go to the Dorian Way School, we got a new video and document up. We've updated lesson 1, and it's just basically talking about that it's a few things that's changed, but it's just articulated differently. But we want to hedge 68% of the things that we do, or 1 standard deviation. So most of the time we're going to hedge to the risk side, and in this case, I believe the risk side is to the put side. But since we only received $55, I'm not going to be able to hedge that. If we were doing the call side and we only received $50, obviously not going to hedge that. But if I would receive the $100, I would have easily hedged this, and I would have hedged the put side. All right, so let's go and look at the corn here, and the corn is trading at 153. I would like to get filled in that, but it's not. It hasn't been filled yet. So let's look and see if we moved it down 1 point, what would happen? Do I still get a decent amount? Want to get filled at 150, but for demonstration purposes, let's check and see. All right, so we got filled on the corn. Excuse me. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go hedge this one because we received 118. So we're going to hedge using about $30. So we're going to go to this 52 days because that's what we were looking at here. We're looking at 59 days. So we're going to go to the corn and hedge the 52. We're not going to pick that 150, that 115 or the 17 because that's not going to help. So in this case, corn is not very active. You can see at these it's very little open interest going on, and it's very little open interest, and it's not anything down in this area, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is use $30 and buy basically almost at the money. It's the 26 delta. We normally at the 30 delta. And I'm not going to buy a spread. I'm going to outright buy it, and we're going to put it in at, this might have to be increments of 5, like 20, 25, 30. So we'll check. We'll send it and see if we can get filled. And if we, all right, so that is not filled yet. It's at the 24. Let's see if they would fill us if we made this 25, and not filled yet. So they're going to force you to get the 30, I guess. And for demonstration purposes, I might actually go to that 30. All right, so that one didn't work. Actually, it is working. So we'll try 27 now. All right, so they filled us at 27. So now we have the corn on, we have a wheat position on, and we've hedged the wheat position, and now we've hedged the corn with the ETF equivalent. All right, so these are the current positions that we currently have on. We got filled on 3 things today, 2 different trades and 1 hedge. All right, so any questions to this point regarding what we just put on, or any questions regarding the or anything at this point since we are live? All right, so if we don't have any questions, I will send this out a little later. Actually, I'm putting this one on to YouTube, so if you want to look at a replay and you have questions at that point, please let us know. But what we were trying to do here is put on something that is not correlated to the market. So we put on the corn, and it's little to no correlation to the market when you're doing those grains. And then we try to just put on a skewed iron condor and IWM that was leaning towards the call side, so it's skewed. We did the same width on both sides, as you can see here, but we sold on the 14 delta on the call side, and then we just went to the 7 delta on the put side, same width, 3-point wide. So we received at least 12% on everything we did, and we hedged just the corn once again. All right, so if we don't have any questions, we'll conclude this live session, and I will follow up with everyone a little bit later. Thank you so much for joining. Talk to you soon.